arrested 2 men who had smuggled more than 150 pounds of meth from Southern California to New York City in a rented car. The meth, whose street values over $1 million, is believed to have come over the border from Mexico. Here's the crazy thing. Despite these 2 cartel mules carrying enough meth to make Tubbs and Crockett's eyes widen, they're not in jail. Under New York's hyper-liberalized bail laws, the pair are back out on the streets. Joining us now to discuss is Brian Babin, the U.S. representative of Texas's 36th Congressional District. Thanks for being here tonight, Congressman.
Always great to be with you, Ms. Kara. Thank you.
Great. So it's becoming more and more common that drug smugglers, especially those with connections to the cartels of Mexico, are not even facing slaps on the wrist. What do you think is going on?
I think that the cartels are in control of our border. And they're also in charge of a lot of criminal activity inside the states of the United States of America. Incredible to even contemplate that the cartel's best friend has been Joe Biden and his administration. This is a problem. We've seen woke blue counties, cities, and whole states that have liberal bail policies. And you're seeing that in living color when you just talked about these 2 probably working for the cartels, taking all that meth across the country and then being released in New York City to go out and do the same thing. And we also saw this a week or 2 ago. We had in California where we had 2 guys were caught with thousands and thousands. I don't remember the exact number of pills, but all fentanyl fake pills, which is deadly. I'm a healthcare practitioner. Let me tell you something. Fentanyl is a crisis, and it belongs in an operating room, not out on the streets, not being put into pills that look like other types of legal pills of prescription drugs. And let me tell you, I don't know the details of this young lady who reached down and picked up $1, but it would not surprise me. It's very, very, fentanyl will go right through your skin. It can kill you. 107,000 Americans died of drug overdose last year. We think over 70,000 have died from fentanyl poisoning. And we found rainbow candy-colored fentanyl coming in pushed in over our southern border. It originates in China, and now a lot of these ingredients are being shipped from China to Mexico. They're putting that drug together there and now shipping it over our open border. The cartels, Kara, are making billions of dollars at the expense and at the cost of lives of many Americans and, quite frankly, many of the migrants themselves. The Biden administration has sold out. They've completely turned their backs on the American people.
We just have about a minute or 2 left, but I want to ask you, because this is something you've been drumming a lot on, you've been really talking about it, is this idea of perhaps impeaching the DHS Secretary Mayorkas over this border crisis. And we're talking about tonight all the various ways that affects everyday Americans, even, moms up from Kentucky, but who are traveling through Tennessee. It affects everyone everywhere, not just people living near the border. Do you think it is possible that we might see some type of impeachment proceedings against the Secretary Mayorkas over this border crisis in the new year if there's a Republican majority?
I think that's very, very possible. And I can tell you that we originated a letter, Jim Banks and I, from my friend from Indiana, putting and signed by numerous members of our conference, Republican conference, putting Secretary Mayorkas on notice that you better straighten up, you better start obeying your oath of office, you better start enforcing the law, and you better start keeping the national security. Border security is national security, and he deliberately he lied to us. He's deliberately opened this border up. He told us he had operational control of the border. An incredible lie. And so I can tell you, the bar is very high to impeach a federal employee like this and a cabinet member. But I'll tell you this, he's lied repeatedly. Many people are dying because of this open border policy. And I think he's going to be very, very fortunate that he doesn't face an impeachment hearing when we retake the majority in the House of Representatives. He's been an absolute disaster on our southern border.